What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I got a little special treat for you today. We're always talking about junkyard mods. I have too many layers of clothes on I can't even walk.
Bro, look at me, bro.
No fans.
Dude, I sweat in these things, man, and it's 25 degrees, bro.
You walked by and didn't even pull out your inner mullet. I'm a Ford guy and I walked by with some inner mullet. I was ready for some tank top and a cigarette.
I ain't got no hair.
So why don't we just go ahead and head on down to one and I'll take you through what I'm looking at. Let me get down here, get out the truck, get set up in my gear, and we will walk the yard and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Stay tuned, let's go. All right, guys, so today's gonna be epic. I've already got Cousin Paul and Cousin Fred down here at the U-Pull-It. And what's a U-Pull-It? Well, a lot of the junkyard standard model sets now are pretty much at the point to where you are pay like an admission fee, like $2 or something, and you can get to go in with your own tools and pick your own parts. And when you go to check out, you know, the old school way was you just negotiated some prices, blah, blah, blah. You know, but the new school, they got their own preset set of prices for each part. So you just go in here, pick your parts, go up to the counter. Some of these parts that you can get from Foxbodies from these U-Pull-It yards, man, you can really, well, you can walk away with half of a car for a couple $100. I came over here yesterday and I was really surprised to find two Foxbodies here. You can't save them all, but you get a chance to look at them. There's also a handful of GT40 parts. And I know you guys like GT40 parts, so I ended up pulling, right now Cousin Paul, Cousin Fred are cranking down on pulling a couple sets of heads and intakes, because I've always got people, I mean, for the prices that you can get this stuff for at U-Pull-It, you don't pass on that. There you have it, boys and girls. We are here at U-Pull-It in Youngstown, Ohio, which some of you, my subscribers, would probably be kind of familiar with. As you can see, Cousin Paul's here already with the old white truck. All right, so let me get my cold gear on because it's a little chilly out here. It's only about 25 degrees. But that doesn't stop us from digging in the trenches, boys. This is what it's all about. Do-it-yourself channel, digging in the trenches. I've been doing this a long time and I love picking parts. It's one of my favorite things to do. All right, I'm probably a little bit overdressed for the weather, but you know what? I would rather be warm than freezing my ass off. So got to bring Freddie's gator and got some new DeWalt batteries and a new gun today because we only have about 7 of these, right? But since Cousin Fred and Cousin Paul are already here, they've already got a bunch of tools. We'll go in there, we'll walk around, and I'll show you some of the stuff that I'm gonna buy and some of the stuff I'm gonna work out. Pay the lovely lady, and then you can get into your little spot. Got to work. You just like to be on camera.
Have fun.
See ya. All right, so this is the pull apart. So this is down here in Youngstown, and you can see it's really, really big. I apologize any background noise or anybody else that might photobomb me, but it is what it is. I can already see that Cousin Paul and Cousin Fred are picking at this Explorer already over here. I love junkyard stuff, you know what I mean? It's cheap, it's easy. Oh boy. It's a shame this thing is here, but it's probably rotted out just like Foxbodies do, and that's what it looks like. Old school IROC. Boys, I've always been an IROC fan. Coming in the junkyard, this is basically what you're looking at. You know, you see a lot of these Explorers, and for you Foxbodies that are, you know, you guys that are new to Foxbodies, you know, usually they're tagged 96 to 01 is the Ford Explorer Mercury Mountaineer is what you're looking for. And most GT40 setups have a V8 tag here on the fender, and as you can see, we're going to be pulling this intake and these heads very soon. But let's go find Cousin Fred and Cousin Paul. So we ended up meeting up with Cousin Paul, Cousin Fred, and as you can see, we've already got the GT40 parts off of one of the Explorers. They got a little game plan going on. I'm gonna go over here and mess with this coupe you guys are about to see here in a minute. One of these Explorers are already missing its intake, so it's gonna make it easy peasy for Cousin Paul start cranking on the heads, and I think Cousin Fred's gonna go over to the other Explorer that's got heads and intake. So we're gonna walk away with, you know, 3 sets of heads, or possibly at least 2, and 2 intakes, and I'm gonna go over here and start picking at this coupe. So what do you guys think? Is that what we're gonna do?
I'm getting out of here with all 3.
I'll tell you, man, this is a do-it-yourself channel. This is what we love to do. And you guys don't see a lot of Cousin Paul, Cousin Fred, but this is where we grind. And you know, I created the business while I was grinding, wasn't I? And this is what we do, and this is what's fun. They're gonna get busy. They're gonna keep doing their stuff. I have too many layers of clothes on. I can't even walk.
I mean, snow pants, bro.
Bro, look at me, bro.
Snow pants. What do you get snow pants with the extra pockets?
I'm about to buy these for you. You guys want these?
I would love a pair of those.
Dude, I sweat in these things, man, and it's 25 degrees, bro. Well, I have other layers too, but did you guys see the IROC?
No.
You didn't?
We didn't pay. We come straight to the port section. We didn't care about Chevy.
This guy, I don't even want to talk to you right now, because I'm not a Chevy guy, but bro, I got a heart for 89, 88 IROCs. You walked by and didn't even pull out your inner mullet.
Nope.
I'm a Ford guy, and I walked by with some inner mullet. I was ready for some tank top and a cigarette.
I ain't got no hair. I get paid to work on 87 and 93 Ford Mustangs.
You like that inner cigarette thing, don't you? That's Joe Dirt stuff, bro. Now, this is a do-it-yourself channel. If you're trying to upgrade your Foxbody, you should probably go to the junkyard first. You know what I mean? If you don't have the money, look for yourself a couple Explorers, or at least wait and check their inventory. Because the intake and heads alone on an Explorer are already an upgrade for a Foxbody. But don't throw away your factory parts. Leave them in a corner somewhere. And this is what it should look like. All right, so unfortunately, there are some casualties to Foxbody world. You know, it was a 4-cylinder car, but the thing of the matter is it's still a coupe, and it's sad because it's here. I'm half tempted to cut the top off of it and save it to do, because, you know, we're trying to do that, create a coupe. You know, I could put this top on a hatchback or a convertible or something. So, I mean, anyways, I'm gonna get in here and take the console and the dash out. Even though the dash is broken, I really just want to get the frame and some of the extra parts that are just kind of sitting here rotten. Won't spend too much time in here. Unfortunately, it's, you know, this is what happens when you come to a junkyard. You know, you get people that are just, you know, in a hurry. I could have really used that bezel, and they just completely smashed it. And they just get stupid with it. You know, they were hitting stuff with it. This car didn't look that rotted out to where. All right, so basically what I did was I took the vehicle behind me, opened its trunk, and I decided to make a little pile or whatever. And some of these parts, to me, man, are just worth its weight in gold. It's just, I'm looking for, you know, super dinged up. I'm looking for clips. And this is that rear coupe trim. This is really important because this is not an easy piece to find. And you could paint this whatever damn color you wanted to with the SEM trim paint. So it's like gold mine, man. It's like junkyard gold, to be honest with you. So because you can't solve it. I mean, you can't get this vehicle now. It's done. Once it's here, it is what it is, you know. But yeah, let me get back to work. Yeah, we're moving right along. Some of the things, you know, I got a little pile going on, you know. I'm not gonna let this stuff go to waste. And for what I can get it for, I mean, I'll just go put it in a box. In 20 years from now, somebody will actually have to dig through my boxes to try to find stuff. The dash and the console, like I said, and I'm gonna try to get these quarter panels, even though there's a crack in it. It's way down at the bottom. You can't even see it when the seat's in. I'm gonna get the package tray, felt covers, and probably the third brake light. I'm gonna leave the seat belts. It's not really something that I'm interested in, but I do have to get this out. Depending on how fast I can get this dash out, I might even attempt to get this dash harness. This is kind of a very specific 92, 93 dash harness. We'll just keep going. It's Junkyard Gold, guys. I mean, this is what it's all about, and this is me in the trenches digging it out. Well, look at this shit.
Yeah, baby.
In the trenches. Gino, you guys know him from Quaker. He's got that green coupe. So, what are you trying to get?
I need a knee panel, and he's trying to take them all.
See? And they say that Foxbody parts ain't worth a shit, right?
They're all still worth something.
Nothing's worth anything.
Nothing's worth anything. Shh. It's always nice to catch some of your friends that you know, you race with and that follow your channel and stuff, you know, when you're here. But there's just so much of this car that has been wrecked, just broken. The console had a big crack in it, and so I just, you know, it's just ridiculous. But we're gonna go over here and check out this white car. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna grab the side skirt off of it and probably the sunroof, And then we're gonna go see where cousin Paul and Fred are at with their GT40 pieces. Junkyard Gold, baby. So pretty sad story right here. It's a Carolina car here in Ohio. And just sitting here rotting away, busted up. This is an actual V8, obviously, because you know it's a GT. So it had a fire inside. So I'm gonna probably pull this glass and see if I can't clean it and fix it. Obviously it melted. This is what I was talking about, guys. And we had those live streams about, you know, the hazards with Foxbodies. You know, this is what happens. They catch fire and they get ruined. Probably with something in the dash, like I was showing you guys before. You know, I don't say that shit to hurt anybody's feelings. I just tell everybody that, you know, this is real. It can happen. Sad. You know, like I said, I'm gonna get a couple of these pieces. I'm gonna get the sunroof, and before I do, let's go in here and see if we can't figure out what started the fire. It's probably something over there on the dash for sure. Huh. This was a stick shift car. Coming towards the end of the day, cranking down, cousin Fred, cousin Paul cranking down. You can see I got a sunroof from that white car. That car was in a fire, but this will clean up real nice. Won't be terrible. You know, we'll get rid of some of this stuff. This is a replacement glass for somebody who has a broken glass or whatever. I mean, these parts can be bought new, and them parts can be replaced from your other. But you can see we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna start checking everything out. Got a handful of junkyard GT40 parts. This is the stuff that we come for. This is the stuff that we like to, you know, restore, and always the stuff that I'm always pitching on my channel. So in the trenches, you know, got a handful, got a thing full of interior parts, got a bunch of really good, cool parts, go fast parts, and we're gonna get ran over here. So, all right, so let me go get checked out, and I'll talk to you guys here in a little bit. All right, so I'm here with Mike. We are actually getting ready to check out, and he's gonna piece by piece me, I think. I don't know. He'll take care of us. Okay, I have those GT40 pieces over here as well. Okay. Engine, cylinder heads, and intakes. But, you know, we're gonna go through our stash, and, you know, we're gonna check this out. I'm gonna go put it in the truck, and maybe hopefully we can get the fence open. Yeah. Because, I mean, there's no way I'm carrying 4 sets of heads out. All right, let's get it. All right, fellas, so that's pretty much it for I got for the pick today. Only about $550 in damage. Got a bunch of car parts. Got 3 sets of GT40 heads and intakes, and 2 intakes that I can actually use for core. I think that's a pretty good pick for the day, considering the prices of what GT40 stuff is going for. That's a great thing to have. And, you know, these guys are always hospitable down here at You Pull It here in Youngstown. You know, wonderful people in the front, you know, as you just met Mike. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff on home, and maybe I might put a little end to this video. We'll talk about it then. It's freezing out here. I'm hungry, tired, ready to go. Say goodbye, hon. Bye.